everybody. Um, I believe most people know or would have heard of the story Aladdin and the Magic Lamp. Imagine that you come across a lamp today. Image of a genie are you expecting when you rub the lamp? Is it a comedic blue spirit battling at the top of his voice and could solve all your problems? Are you thinking what I'm thinking? What if I present you here with this? What's the matter? They're not blue, they tell jokes, they do get excited, and they do solve problems. So allow me to introduce the Ngeniers. Most people have the first impression of engineers being nerdy. They lack proper communication skills, they'll dissect any machines that's broken, and they always love complicated signs with the chords and with the. But today, I would like to remove all those. Undeniably, engineering is often associated with scientific principles. But engineering doesn't have to be rocket science or something distant all the time. Ideas originate from daily life. And today, I would like to share the evolution of a general waste into a multifunctional, invisible new material. I could still remember way back when I was in my high school about 10 years ago, I read an article in a magazine regarding a newly discovered material. The description goes, it exists in a region where ordinary laws of physics are not applicable, and it has the behavior which is very different of those that are in the 3D region. The intriguing description seemed to be something that was cropped out of a science fiction novel, isn't it? Wow, futuristic. That really caught my attention. And since then, I'm determined to see this new material with my own eyes someday and to find out if the words written are true. The particular new material that we are referring here to is quantum dots, which is produced from one of the most common elements on Earth, carbon. Carbon-based quantum dots are tiny little crystals that are 10,000 times thinner than a strand of your hair, making it a zero-dimensional material. Its size allows its properties to be fine-tuned to exhibit superior optical and electrical performance to be used in information transfer, energy storage, which is very phones, screen displays, battery lights, as well as medical applications. Speaking of biomedical, traditional drug delivery system for cancer treatment is often rather challenging. Previously, cancer cells in human body are just like a few green beans in an entire pot of red beans. Doctors find it difficult to locate the cancer cells, and to accurately deliver the drug to the cancer cells is even more challenging. Patients are reported to experience side effects if the drugs are delivered off target. So researchers began to wonder, is there anything we can do to make the cancer cells behave, tag, and reveal themselves like, hey, I'm here? So then this is where quantum dots comes in. You can imagine it as a bike that maneuvers in a busy traffic. Its extreme small size allows great flexibility in different delivery routes for them to bind with cancer cells. Quantum dots glow under irradiation, thus facilitating cells targeting. Even more, the size of the quantum dots can be adjusted to reflect different colors and with different targeted cells. This offers a more effective and efficient way for targeting, drug delivery, and cancer treatment. So let's go back to the material of these dots, carbon. Nearly everything that we see contains carbon. We humans, the plants, the books, the tables, and the chairs are largely carbon. And carbon, organic material, which makes it a more suitable candidate for biomedical use quantum dot as compared to the metal quantum dots due to bioincompatibility, or they may exhibit metal toxicity. However, given that the world is facing a global crisis of resources depletion, our concept, reduce, reuse, and recycle are being promoted everywhere and everywhere. around us. It is important to find substitutes that do not exhaust nature's resources, but at the same time could equally achieve the targeted end goal. It is as simple as replacing the use of plastic bags with reusable shopping bags. And our research here takes sustainable processing one step further in a way where, instead of using carbon, which is as the starting material, we recycle solid leftover from bio-oil and biogas extraction of plant materials. These solid remains are actually layered, which is very, very similar to those that we harvested from the earth. The experiment applies a concept you can picture it as a blender in a pressure cooker. Pressurized gas are used to penetrate through the carbon layers, and by coupling with the effect of mixing and collision, the carbon layers are separated and cut into quantum dots. These quantum dots produced from waste materials exhibit great potential in accelerating technology development, especially in the biomedical field, which is yearning for more way in saving more lives during the COVID-19 pandemic. You see, engineering research often sparks with simple questions like, what can we do to make cancer treatment easier? Is it possible to start with things around us? How can we minimize the use of solid waste from fuel processing? Our research is an example that demonstrates engineering as dull or as far end as most people perceive. It revolves around our daily life, and it proves the evolution of carbon in a waste form to a value-added and life-changing new material. As a matter of fact, starting research has been a thrilling and amazing adventure full of surprises for me, because engineering is to be a form of art. We conceptualize, we test out our ideas, and we bring science fictions to life. So for any of you who are still wondering if engineering is the right thing for you, keep asking questions and be curious all the time. And soon, you too will discover that you are constantly evolving in terms of thinking, problem-solving skills, your innovations, and creativeness as you're exploring different regions in engineering. Thank you.